Hello, Bryce Tubbs here. I just want to come live to you to share how to be a freelance bookkeeper. I have about 10 to 12-ish minutes before I have to go and hop on my Facebook group to give a live weekly training where I just go inside to 18,000 people and just share exactly like what they need to do to go and grow their business. So I want to be able to come and share this with you today so you can get a head start. And I'm even going to post that free training to YouTube as well. So if you haven't seen my other videos, we generally give out free trainings and just weekly stuff in order to make sure you can go and grow your accounting or bookkeeping service so that in advance and in return, you're going to want to work with me. Now, if you want to skip all this free information, you want to skip going through the trial and error that it took for me to go and grow my firm, which I started about 7 years ago, go ahead and click on the link below. It's going to take you to a link to book a call with me. It'll just show a little scheduler calendar. You can choose a time that fits your schedule the best. And let's schedule a call to talk to see if I can help you go and grow your business and avoid all those mistakes that most people make. So back to what we're talking about, how to become a freelance bookkeeper. So number one, you got to make the decision. A lot of people, they're like, can I do this? Is this for me? Am I going to fail? Am I going to... The number one thing you need to do is you need to make a decision. Okay? And part of the decision is, I'm going to do this come hell or high water. From there, now you're dangerous. Most people, what happens is they have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And I'm not talking about like they stay in their corporate job and they're doing it on the side. I'm not talking about that. It's just some people, it's like, well, I like the idea of starting my own business, but I don't really want to do it. Those are the people that generally, you look back, 6 months, 12 months, a year from now, and they're still talking about like, I'm thinking about how to get started. You just got to jump in. And when I say jump in, like you don't have to get your LLC right away. You don't have to get your E&O insurance. You don't have to get a website. You don't have to have a masterful business name. Just get started. Number one, you got to get started. So you can choose a business name. When I say a business name, utilize your name. Okay, so Bryce Tubbs Accounting, Bryce Tubbs Bookkeeping, Bryce Tubbs whatever service you do. Number one, it's the easiest way to get started because most of the people that you're going to get as your first couple clients are going to come from referrals from friends and family. So if your business name is like XYZ ABC Upside Down Accounting, no one's going to know who you are and you have to rebuild your brand from scratch. Versus if you use like Susan B. Anthony Bookkeeping, they're like, oh, I know Susan. Oh, yeah, Susan's mom referred me to her. Oh, yeah, Susan's sister. Oh, yeah, I know your cousin. Yeah, it's a lot easier. Next thing you have to do is you have to just really become very, very irrational and overly audacious with your confidence. For example, so let's say for Audrey, so when she got started, she was, making about like 30 grand a year in her corporate job, and they kept overlooking her for promotions. They didn't really appreciate her skill set. They didn't really, really value her. For her to think that she could be making, 5 grand, 7 grand, 11 grand a month. Right now she's making about 11 grand a month, based on these new 2 clients that she got a couple of weeks ago. But for her to think that she could start a business and make more than 5 grand a month when she had been making, X amount of money, 30 grand a year in her corporate job, that is irrational. But she does. Because she aligned herself with someone like myself and she borrowed my confidence. She didn't earn the confidence yet, but she was able to borrow the confidence, and then stuff started really working for her. That's why it's good that you're watching videos just like this, trying to get information, trying to learn, trying to really get the confidence that you need to go. Okay? Now, next thing is you got to make sure you're pricing really high. So if you don't have a pricing calculator, like I give all my students like a pricing calculator, so you know exactly what you need to charge just by looking at someone's books. If you don't have that, you need to be thinking at least like an hourly price. The main mistake I see people do when they're first getting started is they try and make some sort of flat rate calculator. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing like a flat rate or value based if you understand like what you're building it upon. But oftentimes they do it like, just random services, and then like it's like $250, $300, $450, and then like some random like $1,300 kind of quote. I'm not making fun of you if you have done this. Like, it is better than nothing, but it's actually a little bit easier if you go hourly when you're starting out. Now, if you do want to go and make like those packages and stuff, what I would recommend you do is you have a 500, a 1,500, and then maybe like between a 2,000 or a 2,500. Now, the reason why, right, is because, no one's going to pay me $2,500 when I'm first starting and I have no experience. Who says that? Do you know that for sure? Or are you just, thinking that, you wouldn't pay someone that much money? That's the next mistake I see when people are just trying to go and start their bookkeeping business. They think in terms of what they would buy and what they would pay instead of what is the market actually doing. Is there someone else out there that's charging $2,000 a month? Yeah. Is there someone else that's charging $4,000 a month? Yes. Is there someone charging $11,000 a month? Yes, they're inside of my program. If they can charge $11,000 a month, you can charge $2,000, $1,000, $500 a month. It really just comes down to your mindset and just believing that you can. That's possible. Now, one thing you could also do is if you don't want to go hourly because you don't really have a huge amount of time left in your day, calculate the number of hours that you think that it would take for you to do it and then multiply it by your desired yearly amount of money. Okay, so what I mean by that is if you want to go and make $100,000 a year, you need to divide $100,000 by 2080. That is the number of working hours the average American spends each year. Okay, generally it's going to be about $48. I like to round up to about $50. Okay, so charge at least $50 per hour. If you know that it's going to take you 10 hours worth of work per month, you'd multiply 10 by 50 and you get $500 per month. If it's going to take 20, you just keep doing the same thing, and that's how you prevent from ever underpricing. The place where most people go wrong is they will, when they bring up their hourly or when they try and charge hourly, they charge like 20, 21, 25. Right? And you get capped at like 50,000 a year. Or they charge like 15, right? And it's just way too low for you to make any kind of profit. And that's why most people hate charging hourly, because they just don't know that you can charge a higher hourly rate. Now, that's how you become a freelance bookkeeper, guys. You got to make the decision. You got to have your prices. And then third thing, let me see how much more time do I have? My phone is actually here, so I can't see. Oops. Yeah, I can't check my time while I'm talking to you. It is 3:25. I have 5 minutes left. Okay, you got to start going and getting in front of strangers. What I would do is if you have a LinkedIn account or if you have an Instagram account or even a Facebook account, what you need to do is you need to go, number one, if you are just getting started, go to a CPA firm and ask if you can subcontract out some work from them. Charge your $50 an hour. Or as close to 50 as they'll possibly allow you. Second thing you need to do is start going to strangers on the internet. You need to go and look at, on Google, what are the industries that are the easiest to go make $1 million. Number two, you need to go look for businesses that have contractors in place already, so they're used to spending money. Number three, you need to make sure that you can find the owner. If you can find the owner online, they're making more than $1 million because they're just in an industry where it's way easier to make $1 million than other industries. And then you know they have contractors because you can see either their company website or you can see on LinkedIn how many people they have how many LinkedIn profiles do they have assigned to their company. Or if you can even see, drive past their office and see, for example, a landscaping company, and you can see the different people standing outside with the green and yellow colored shirts, or you've seen their trucks driving by. Okay, cool. Those are your targets. Now go talk to them. Go ask them, hey, do you want to see if I can help you with your accounting and bookkeeping? I'm a virtual bookkeeper. I'm a freelance bookkeeper as well. I'm looking for some work. Can I help you? That's it, guys. Make the decision to do it. Have your prices high. Go talk to people. And now within there, guys, there are a lot of little things you have to go and fix and you have to learn. You're not going to do this just kind of sitting and planning. You got to go and you got to jump in. And while you jump in, you're going to make mistakes. People are going to say no to you. You're going to charge too low sometimes. Maybe you're going to overcharge. There's going to be some hiccups. You're not going to know what software to use. And the people that wait until they have every single thing figured out before they start, they never get in because no one has it figured out. I don't even have everything figured out. I've been doing this thing for 7 years. Now, two things. One, I know where to go find the answers. And two, I don't care if I don't know everything, because I believe in myself to figure things out. And if you guys want to go and avoid all this trial and error, you just want to go and partner with someone who's been where you're trying to go, and you just want to know what to do, click on the link below, book a call with me. It's inside the description. It'll take you to a link of my calendar. It'll show you everything you need to know, like what times I have available. And then, yeah, book a call with me. It'll also show like some student recap interviews so you can see firsthand like how much value I've added to the people who have been inside my program. And then, yeah, I'd love to work with you in the future. If now's not a great time, that's okay. Keep watching other videos. Go watch my playlist. It has free trainings of exactly what you need to do to go grow your business. And I'll talk to you soon if that is you. Have a good one.